So welcome and thank you for joining us tonight. We have a special guest, my husband Nick. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
And we have Jim here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Jim. I'm a virtual lifelong resident of Bergen County. I won't say how many years that is, but it was a long time.
Okay. And can I ask you, sorry about the birds in the background. So can I ask you, how does the LGBT community relate to you?
Well, I'm gender fluid, so I guess I fit into the T category.
Okay.
And I'm definitely an ally, of course.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. So as a person part of the LGBTQ, what are your thoughts on the fact that Bergen County still does not have an LGBT center? What are your thoughts on that?
It would be great if we did. I wish we did. I would probably go to one occasionally, maybe not regularly, but it's, in a way, it's too bad that we don't have one. But at the same time, I also think that it's a mark of the progress that the LGBT community has made in recent years, that we are now pretty mainstream.
Okay. I hear that. That's absolutely true, and that's a good thing. So how do you feel about, like, if someone's moving into the neighborhood, does not know any kind of information, and is looking for, like, parents like us who have a young child, and we're moving into the neighborhood, and we're looking for a pediatrician that is LGBT friendly. What would you say to that? Like, do you think that's a possible resource?
That's something that I have not had to deal with, and I'm not sure how to go about. I'm sure there's got to be a way to find out whether there are LGBTQ friendly pediatricians, lawyers, and other professionals in the area. Possibly through some sort of internet search. I personally have not had to do that myself yet, but I would certainly be willing to help them try.
Yeah, and that's the thing about our community, is we help each other and we rely on each other, and we're very forgiving for the fact that things don't exist. I'm just thinking on a grand scale of how, just on a basic need, to have a resource, one central location where people, if they need something, can just say, hey, do you guys know where this is? Or do you know where that is? Or how about this? You know what I mean? So on a basic need, yeah.
Yeah, I remember there used to be a book called The Gay Yellow Pages.
Really?
I don't know what happened to that. I haven't seen that in ages. They probably don't publish it anymore. I guess because, with the internet, they don't even publish the regular Yellow Pages anymore.
Yeah. Was that something local, or was that something throughout something that was throughout the country?
I think there were different editions around the country. I only saw the New York Metro version, but I think there were others also.
Oh, awesome. All right, so this is your platform. So what I'm looking for is people's thoughts, like yours, on the yay or nay for a resource center, in LGBT Resource Center in Bergen County. And if you have any questions or any thoughts, it's all yours.
I'm so old, I can remember when there used to be an organization based in Teaneck called the Gay Activists Alliance of New Jersey. And I remember going to their meetings occasionally and having a fine old time there. It would be great if there was something like that today. that didn't involve, that's not bar related.
Yeah.
You know, a bit more family friendly than that. I don't know how to. I wouldn't know how to organize one.
Well, that's sort of the what a resource center would do, would act in that sense, and that's what I'm trying to do. Is like, so basically what I'm trying to do is raise awareness to our community of the fact there isn't one. We don't have any formal safe space. You know, there are pockets of like, oh, well, you can go to this church or that church, but that's nothing that's like designated by the state or the county saying this is a space where you're safe and we're going to give you resources and that kind of stuff. So,
and I don't know if that would attract the more secular minded people either.
What do you mean? Can you expand on that?
In other words, you know, there are many, or at least a number of gay-friendly churches in this area, but there are a significant number of people who are not interested in religion, and just, you know, the fact that it's a church is a bit of a turnoff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can see that, and that's true. So I mean, it's just at its core, it's just there for a resource. But personally, I think one of the things I'm learning as I talk to people is I'm learning a little bit each time I do one of these interviews, and we don't have a space in the sense of, you know, we don't have a home, you know, collective home. We don't have a country. We don't have a people. We don't have, so we have stories and we have this information and we have all this interesting stuff, but then it just lives and dies with us. And, you know, that is really difficult for a community because each generation, they start at zero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no way to learn from your elders if there's no elders and there's no one keeping the learned knowledge. So I think it's really important to have a center personally. And I'm trying to figure it out. Like, this is my personal thing. Why don't we have it? I'm asking everyone, why don't we have it? And their thoughts. And
but also to your point, Kim, for people who don't want to go to a bar, there really isn't a great deal right now. You know, there's nowhere to get together outside a bar or a church or whatever. And that's one of the things I think that something in this sort could bring.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Would you know of any of these from the Gay Activists League? I think it was GANS or something like that. Would you know of any of the members around, or talk to them?
I don't really know. I have not spoken to any of them in years. I don't even know how many of them even still live in the area.
Yeah, I'll find them. Don't worry. I'll find them. So, final question: if it came up to like a vote, or if this was seen by someone, would you say to them that you support the idea of a LGBT center and is it needed, or would you say no, it's not really a thing that's needed? Like, where do you stand on that?
I would definitely support the idea. It's probably needed. I can't say for positive, but you know, we are, you know, for being so connected as a society today, we're also very separate, and I don't think it's just because of COVID either. I think a lot of people seem to be caught up in their own in little cocoons that reach out through a large area, but there's no personal connection. It's just they're just expressing things that they are interested in among themselves. Some of them very esoteric. I have a lot of esoteric interests myself, and I'm guilty of that too. But as far as getting together with people on a local basis, it's it would definitely be a worthwhile goal.
Thank you. All right, so going to wrap it up. And so I just want to make sure, I'm sorry, did you have something?
Yeah, Jim, can I just ask one question? You mentioned about this gay yellow pages thing. Do you know whether there was any means of, people who are advertising being vetted or checked, what their credentials were or anything of that sort? Or was it just whoever felt like saying they were gay friendly got in there?
Well, I know that, because this was so long ago, that some of the people that were in that organization were teachers who had been fired when their orientation was found out. There were no real, some of them had gay children. It was just anybody was really welcome. Mm-hmm. Even this, we had several straight people who were just supporters.
Yeah. I think it wouldn't have been. I understand the need for vetting, but I think back then it wouldn't have been like people are going to say, "Oh, I'm going to, jump into, service the gay population," because it was such a stigma. So they wouldn't have seen that as an opportunity as much. I think it was just whoever was there was at a risk.
No, I was just wondering on what basis it was done.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was just very much like needed.
Self-selection kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Very awesome. Thank you. So I just wanted to say thank you for being you, and thank you for being visible and being out there. It's, as a part of the LGBT community, I think we can hear that a little bit much more. We need to hear that. And, it's like, you're beautiful, and thank you for being there and part of our community. And thank you for
thank you for asking me. And thank you for your interest.
And so you understand that this is going to be made public at some point on a web page. Do you give consent to that?
Yeah.
Okay. And also, I'll make the web page visible to you before it's published and or made public. So at any point, if you feel any kind of issue, if you want me to take it down, or if you want to comment on something, you can reach me, and within reasonable amount of time, I'll take it down.
Okay.
And do you feel comfortable with everything that we talked about here?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to end the video and just want to say thank you again, and I'll see you when I see you.
Okay.